Hey, it's Dr. Tartt, Christian psychologist, and this is for all of my single ladies and also single gentlemen who I have the opportunity to dialogue with. So this is for you. I have to address the Kevin Samuels YouTube. Now, this man has built up a phenomenal following. He has put in the work. He has done the work to be able to build up this audience. And I have to address it because a lot of it is negative as far as dating is concerned. So I want to address three things, and I'm going to give you three takeaways of what you can take away from Kevin Samuels and his red pill approach. So he has this red pill approach where he feels like he gives people a red pill, which is a reference from the Matrix, where the blue pill is like your dreams and everything that can happen, and the red pill is a hard dose of reality, right? And so one of the things that he's talked about is like, women need a dose of reality. There's this thing called alpha and beta men, and it's really, I think, doing a lot of destruction. Not I think it's doing a lot of destruction, not only to the egos and self-esteem and self-concept of single women, especially African American sisters, but also to my African American brothers who are listening to this and really doing themselves a disservice by not going the right way. So let's talk about these point by point. All right. Number one, you have to think about this. First question in watching Kevin Samuels and the men that follow him, that was surprising to me that men would watch this, but I started thinking about why they would watch. All right. And so, that Kevin Samuels he breaks women down. Unapologetic. He's unapologetic about it, and he's very rude about it, right? And it's very harmful and misogynistic. But I'm trying to figure out why a man would want to lower a woman's standards. So, like the men that follow Kevin Samuel, a percentage of the men who follow Kevin Samuel, I know have to be damaged, have to be hurt. All right, they've been damaged. I actually looked it up, all right, and there's this terminology called MGOTW. It's a community, men going their own way, and it describes these men who have been burned, or feel spurned, or feel just have had negative dating experiences, and they are upset. They are upset about it. They are mad. They are mad. And they are blaming women and saying, women, you need to lower your standards. You need a dose of reality, all right, to come down to us. And I started thinking about it. Oh my goodness. I don't want brothers to think this way. I don't want brothers to feel like they can't level up and that they can't change whatever is going on to be better prospect. But in talking to a couple of people on IG, because I want to listen, and there's this notion that they are not wanted by today's woman, that some of today's women are superficial, and because they're not 6 feet and they don't look a certain way and they don't make six figures, that they're these beta men, and I just don't ascribe to that. So first of all, that's not true. All right, alpha and beta really is not really a thing. It's really about self-confidence. It's not a look. It's not how much you make. It's your character, man. It's about how you move in a room. A woman can sense a man who's confident, and there's a lot of things you can be confident in, brothers. So when you're confident, a woman is going to be attracted to you. It's us that feel like we have to measure up to the superficial standards of being 6 feet with a six-pack and look a certain way and make six figures and drive a Maserati and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not mad about it. Those are things that we should ascribe to, but and go for it because they're goals, right? But that's not what women are looking for in a husband. All those things are nice, the same way a woman who's attractive that meets superficial qualities is nice to you. But what they're looking for, I think Taraji P. Henson, articulated, looking for a man that can hold them emotionally, a man who can converse with them, a man who is ambitious and handles his own and is able to be emotionally mature and stable in a conversation, that's able to emotionally handle her, who's able to be faithful, who's able to sit down and strategize about how you can help your family members get into counseling, who's able to strategize about how to build wealth in the future, able to strategize about how to support one another's dreams. Can you hold her down emotionally when she's stressed by what's going on with COVID? That's what they're looking for, brother. So if you have that and you bring that to the table, a good solid woman in your own personal development is going to get you all those things that you want. A gym body, you can get a membership, get a trainer. More money is so many ways to make money these days, from Turo to Bitcoin, from corporate America to doing your own thing, to online courses. It's so many different ways to level up, to real estate, to marriage, to incomes coming in with one. You get what I'm saying? So brothers, don't go down there. Don't. But women, I want to caution you that any man that wants you to lower his standards has to feel low self-esteem. Because if you lower your standards down to me, then I won't be lonely. And I think that's what's happening. So point number 2, men do want to marry. Men want to marry. Men do not want to be alone for the rest of their lives. So yeah, there's a point in which men want to date and have options and play the field and so on and so forth. Some men, not all men do that. Not all men go through that phase, contrary to popular belief. However, as men get older, they are looking to settle down. No man wants to be the old man at the club. Men who want children, all right, they want to be able to get married, to be in the same house with their children. Now, if they've already had children before marriage, they want to be able to present a nuclear home to their kids. They want to have Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's Eve and Valentine's Day and birthdays and spring break and fall break and vacations. They want all that thing. They want the house in the suburbs or the city that looks nice, that everyone else, they want to own land. They want to do those things. They want to go to soccer coaches and football coaches and be volleyball dads like I am. They want that. Men want that. Men do want to marry. No one wants to be 55, 65 and be retired by yourself and be old and have no one to take care of you. Primary care physicians start talking to men when they start hitting their late 30s and 40s and like, do you plan on getting married? And you're like, why would you ask me that as my primary care physician? Because they know that married men are happier, healthier, and wealthier. All right, we'll go over that in a little bit. All right, they know, like, if you get sick and you have to have surgery, who's going to take care of you at home? It's not going to be these women you call and pay, to come over your house. It's not going to be someone you dealing with and you not being noble with her. You're not being honest with her. She's just a maintenance woman. Whatever it is, she's not going to take care of you, fam, especially in COVID. You get COVID, you'll be by yourself. Men don't want that. So I just want to debunk that myth that while Kevin Samuels may be alone, you don't want to be him. You don't want to be by yourself, older in life. You want to be married. You want to have a great, dope marriage. So don't give up on that, gentlemen. And here's something that's interesting. US Census Data, point number 3. I heard someone share to me. I didn't hear Kevin Samuels say it, but I think they said that Kevin Samuels said, so y'all don't come from me, that only 1 in 4 black women would get married. All right. And that is actually untrue. Y'all already know that. But according to the US Census Data, 2016, they're still comprising the data for 2021. They do it every 5 years. Shows that actually from age 25 to 29, I'm reading these numbers off directly, 79% of African American women are not married. That makes sense. You're still young. 30 to 34, 61.6 are not married. Okay. Here's the kicker. 35 to 44. 44.1% are not married. So that means that roughly 56% of African American women are married between 35 and 44. 45 to 54, 31.3. 55 and over, 17.5. So that means by the time you're 55, African American sisters, my sisters, roughly 83% of you are married. 83%. So that's 8 out of 10 by the time you're 55. So that is amazing. So why is that happening? Men want to marry. As they get older, no one wants to be the guy living by himself. We want to be retiring. We want to retire as early as possible. We want to be touring the world with our wives. We want to be having all these rock star parties that you see, celebrating the 50th, the 60th, the 65th, have grandkids, relaxing, enjoying life, family, having someone to take care of us. Listen, y'all, the proof is in the pudding, y'all. Y'all look at that U.S. Census data. So here are the 3 takeaways, my friends. 1, men, step up and be better candidates, right? So instead of bringing women down, I'm only talking to toxic guys, all right? Stop trying to bring women down. Stop trying to tear them down so that they can view you as equals and instead level up, self-develop. Go to counseling to work on legitimate issues that you may have based on childhood or how you were raised or relationships which scar guard you. You know, the truth is, as men, we've been devastated. I've been devastated from past relationships and had to rebuild myself. And so don't date women who break you down, brother. Just let her be, talk about it, but don't let that woman contaminate your future relationships. She just can't have that power. Family, so level up, be better candidates, and present yourself versus trying to bring women down. Don't try to give them this red pill of reality to bring them down. Level up. Get your own blue pill and level up, my brothers. We can do it. All right, women. Look at men for the value they bring as far as their character. Where Kevin Samuels is right is that you can't look at men superficially and just date them like they're a bank. All right, date them like they're security. Date them like you just only dating him because he can make your life better. But do you love this man? Do you like this man? If this man has a bad season, do you still hold him down? I thought it was about love, not about all these superficial things. That's what guys are 100% right to be outright offended by that. So ladies, get to know the essence of a man. Depth attracts depth. If you're a deep woman, all right, and you want to love a man and hold him down, you're going to attract a man who loves you and wants to hold you down as well. Character attracts character, but y'all know that. You can level up, sisters. You don't need a brother's money. You can level up on your own without having to bankroll a guy. That's offensive. All right, number 2. All right, men, you should want to marry and strive towards it. Married men are happier, healthier, and wealthier, according to the research. We're happier because we have a friend to share the world with, right? Our wives are amazing. A wife is amazing. So you have someone. When I go home today, I'm gonna feel like a rock star. Believe that. Kids gonna greet me. Wife's gonna greet me. We're gonna have a great time. It's family time. We'll have date time with my wife. Fun time with my children. It's a good life to not come home alone. Number 2, we're healthier because our wives make sure we go to the doctor. Believe that and follow up. I had a vegan meal today, right? My wife makes sure I hit my body mass index so that I can live to be a centenarian till 100. That's one of my personal goals. So she's put together this diet for me to be able to do that. And I love her because of it. So we're healthier. And if I ever need surgery, my wife's going to be there. In COVID, I don't have to worry about it. My wife's going to be there to drop the meals off outside of the door. And I just grab them and put it back. I'm not going to have to Uber Eats when I'm sick. My wife's going to be there for me, fam, and I want that for you too. All right, we're wealthier because we're able to have 2 incomes and 1 set of bills. You feel me? All right, women out here, my wife is a talented black woman from Inglewood. Her name is Mecca. All right, so I'm not knocking who y'all date. Date who you date, but I'm a black man who loves his black woman. I'm just going to say it unapologetically because you don't see it. So this woman is talented, so she's bringing things to the table as far as wealth. There's some years. Quiet as kept. My wife has out-earned me, and I clap. Go for it, you know? All right, so we come together as a we build this thing together. It's the Tarts. It's going to be an empire. We're going to stack this thing together, and we're going to build it so we're wealthier. And I have someone to run business ideas and take it to the next level, right? So I don't know about y'all. We're talking about these couples goals. And then women, make sure you strive towards marriage and don't listen to the negative media about only 1 in 4 you're going to get married. That's ridiculous. You see that in the suburbs. You see that at church. Most people are married, right? Most people are married, right? And most people will marry. They might even divorce and then they'll remarry. All right, and hold it down. Men want to be married, so don't give up. Don't let yourself go. Don't get discouraged. Don't settle. Don't go for married men. Don't go for just maintenance men. Don't just say it's never going to happen to me, because the statistics show by 55, 83% of women are married. 82.5%. By 45 to 54, roughly 60%. No, roughly 70% are married. That's good odds for you. All right. So make sure that you're dating, because men, as they get older, are looking to settle down, and they're looking to settle down with you. You don't have to settle. You can have it all. Contrary to what Kevin Samuels may tell you, you absolutely can have it all. Our God is an awesome God. He works in abundance. You're just going to have to stop wasting your time with stringers, wasting your time with guys who are incomplete, don't want to go to therapy, don't want to be considerate, don't want to tell the truth, don't believe in faithfulness, want to have polyamorous relationships when it's not part of their culture. You feel me? So just focus, be patient, get out there and date. Let great guys know that you're there. Facebook dating, match.com, whatever. Invest in ringformula.com. Check that out. My wife and I do date coaching for single women. So just look at all these different resources so that you can find your Mr. Right and date towards the altar. So y'all, I hope this helped. I hope y'all found this to be positive and uplifting to my brothers and my sisters, because I want y'all to have an alternative voice versus the negative one y'all been listening to. Take care and God bless.